Welcome to Evilive, the live media commentary show that answers the question, when will we see Paul Hollywood's nipples in the pool?
I know. That motherfucker. Always talking about him.
Subscribe to the channel because today we are reviewing the Great British Baking Show, Collection 13, Episode 7, Meringue.
Yeah, this one kind of fucked me up because I'm like, this is not the first time they've had a meringue week. And then it's like, oh wait, yeah, they do pavlovas and that's it. Okay. I guess this is the first meringue week.
Really?
I think. Well, because that's what they kept saying was like the first ever meringue week. And it's like, I feel like that's not right. But I mean, I guess they haven't had an entire episode dedicated to meringues. Just a random bake is a meringue of some sort.
I thought I had these in the right order, but they're not showing in the right order. What the hell? This is right here, right?
Yeah, that's the start of it.
No, is it? I don't think it is. It is. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, just a couple out of order. But I mean, fuck it, we got them. They're there, and we remember what they are.
We're here. We're gonna be talking about some meringue treats, and yeah, this is a meringue treat. All right. So anyway, this whole show, you have 3 different challenges. Depending on how you do, you're either going to get eliminated, you're going to get greatest baker in the world, or you're going to be skating by to the next episode. We got a lot of that. A lot of skating. Yeah. The end of one person's skating, though. At the end.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so again, they have to do 12 mini meringue pies. I did have this out of order because these... Hold on a second. What the hell, yo? Souffle, meringue. Okay, right here. This is the beginning. We're going to start here anyway. So anyway, the 12 meringue pies are anything you want, of course. They just have to have meringue covering them. So some people did more tart-like pies, and some people did other amazing options. And we had one full handshake and one left.
And a weird lefty handshake. That was just like, what the fuck? Does he hate her or something?
I don't know what's going on. I think he likes her too much and he doesn't want to show it. So
maybe that would make sense.
That's how I treat my penis as well. When I want to punish it, I use my left hand.
Yeah, well, left tends to work pretty well too. Because then you can still use your mouse.
It's true. Yeah, I use a mouse on my balls too. I thought I was the only one all this time. It's the biting. What? I'm just playing. All right. Anyway, we're talking about some apple lattice. Now these ones. Now this was made by
Toby of all fucking people.
Yeah, never would have thought. He is coming out in this particular episode looking really good, but he's been skating by for a long time.
Yeah, I went into this episode thinking he was going home next, and then gets a fucking handshake during the fucking signature. Just insane.
Unbelievable. I mean, everything about his week was pretty damn good. And so it makes sense where we ended up. It's just, I never thought this is, and this is what I think is so great about this show, is that you have people who come out strong and then they sort of wane halfway through the series. And then you have other people who are just sort of like eking by, and then all of a sudden they have their moment in the sun, and they just sort of, put fire out there. And this looked great. It sounds amazing, and I would love to try some of this.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm not a huge meringue fan, but that I would decimate.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, I've never once thought, you know what I need? I need more meringue in my life.
Yeah, I need sticky, sweet egg whites.
Right. I've never thought that once. I don't know why it's a thing. Like, there's this much meringue and so many different styles of meringue. I've just never really thought about it before. Weird stuff. All right. So, Lucky Rhubarb, we're looking at Ian's.
Ian.
And I think the big complaint about this one was that there wasn't enough of a rhubarb flavor. Like, he got the hint of it, but it got the sweetness, but he didn't really get the strength of the rhubarb.
Well, wasn't his meringue like super gooey?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it was
that was
from
the one because he was like freaking out, like, "Oh, I don't want to fuck this up for Prue," and then she's like, "Yeah, you did exactly what I hate about Meringue." And just look on his face
yeah.
is like, "Oh God, he might go home."
I'm surprised he's here. I mean, he's been doing
I am too.
great, but in the past two episodes, he's sort of been flagging a little bit, just
Hmm.
lagging behind. Is flagging a word? In any case, he didn't really brown these consistently. These right here look pretty good, but when
Yeah.
it was showing the judging of it, it didn't actually look that great.
No, I mean the shit was stuck to the fucking knife.
Especially when he cut it, he was trying
Yeah.
to pull it off.
Yeah.
Like in my head, I'm like Prue. I'm like, I don't want to eat that. It's like
Yeah.
a big marshmallow. What's the?
Hmm.
He's not a big
Yeah.
fan.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
These look great. I thought.
Yeah.
This is Aaron, almost Mont Blanc meringue pies. What's up, Chris? Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, Chris.
Um, yeah, I mean, it looks like it's like refreshing and limey,
Hmm.
but I don't know. I don't remember anything else about this.
Yeah, I don't remember his either.
Really.
His is the only one that I'm drawing a blank on what the flavor profile was. And it's like I just watched this a few hours ago.
Yeah. I don't
They
know.
look beautiful though, and pretty well uniform. I think there was the one, and I think we get it in the picture, but there was one that was overly browned compared to everything else, and that was like the worst part about it.
Yeah, I mean, you can also see like the sort of under browning on the top of this one from Aaron.
Mm.
So that might be the one I was thinking of earlier. These look beautiful. I mean, the raspberry and passion fruit. This is Jasmine's. Um,
It's such a smart way too to do Italian meringue,
yeah.
especially because you know that they're going to be cutting into it.
Hmm.
Because guess whose fucking meringue didn't stick to the knife?
Yep.
Jasmine's.
The pastry was baked perfectly. The filling was put together perfectly. It's beautifully presented on top. And while everyone else is doing their best to cover it all in meringue, she just does this nice little sort of crown. And it pays it off beautifully. And she got a left-handed handshake for it. But
Yeah, still so weird. You know what? Maybe he is a lefty and he was spanking it earlier and he's like, I'm going to share with you.
he's like,
That's
I
the
whipped up
only
my
thing I
own
can
meringue.
think. Yeah, it's the only thing I can think.
Well, that must be it then.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's no other reason other than he was like, they're almost there. You kind of deserve this.
Oh, man.
It's clearly because he's a lefty when he masturbates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
I'm never going to eat meringue again after thinking about this. I was going to be thinking
That's
of
what.
Polly Hollywood.
Yeah, that's all he comes is fucking Swiss or not
It's
Swiss,
just
Italian
meringue.
meringue. The reason I say Italian is because it is a little bit more soupy, and it is traditionally it's a hot liquid that's introduced to the egg whites. So it just makes sense that it would be an Italian meringue.
Okay.
Put that on a t-shirt, people. All Hollywood comes Italian meringue.
Instant seller.
Fuck yeah.
This looked incredible. I
Mhm.
thought this was on par. The only problem with this was that it was slightly underbaked on the.
Yeah, and all around.
Yeah. I mean, everything else looked really nice, I thought. The presentation and everything, but you underbake that pastry and suddenly you're no longer in a good spot. So,
Yeah, that's the biggest kicker. It's like you can underdo a custard, you can underdo a meringue, but if it's all under, including the tart, like that's just some shit.
yeah.
Like she did get him even, and she used flowers from her own garden, so that's a nice touch.
Yeah.
And the flavor profiles, obviously a fucking winner, but yeah, it's a shame.
I always like that when they're like, no, I got these from my garden. And I kind of wanted to be like, really? Prove it.
Right?
Show me a picture of your fucking garden that you're pulling these beautiful little flowers off of.
Right.
We had this rhubarb and strawberry meringue. This one, oh, who did this one? This was Tom.
That was Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom really just shit the bed this week.
I mean, I feel like he sort of came back at the end again. Like I think last week he sort of came back with it. But yeah, he seems to be like fading. Shockingly fading. I mean, he's the perfect example of what we see every single season where someone's coming out swinging hard and then they just can't keep it up. Look, I get it. I'm an old man. It's hard for me to keep it up over long times
Yeah,
too.
I mean, any longer than like 15 minutes, then you're just showing off.
15 minutes? Who's showing off now? Jeez. Look at you. All right, so that was all of the original meringue pies. I think visually they all were stunning looking, but
Yeah,
it's all about
absolutely.
flavor. So, like, if it's
Mhm.
underbaked or if it's a little gloopy or the meringue itself is overworked, you're just fucked. And there's
Mhm.
nothing you can do about it. Chris likes any dessert that you can use a blowtorch on. I've never used a blowtorch on dessert in my life. Have you?
I'm trying to think. Maybe s'mores.
You use a blowtorch on s'mores?
Dude, I got a fucking blowtorch in my garage. I use a blowtorch anytime I get a chance. Like, fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't think it either would have been s'mores or like Starburst. But I've
What?
never used it in any real. Yeah, so
What?
peel back the curtain to personal shit. My little sister was in Girl Scouts for a teeny tiny bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of roasting marshmallows and having s'mores, they would melt Starburst and use those on graham crackers, and it's pretty fucking dope.
Huh.
Yeah. So I've melted a Starburst or two with a blowtorch.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, versus building a fire.
Yeah. Well, the next stage is the technical.
Jesus Christ.
I would never fuck around with souffle. I
No.
don't trust myself enough.
No, I would do macarons before I do a souffle.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
that
100%.
shit is terrifying.
We should try now.
I want to.
What if we're awesome at it?
I want to just out of morbid curiosity because it's one of
Yeah.
those things where it's like, oh, I'd never do that. I never did. Well, would I do that? Maybe I should do that.
I mean, we saw Ian's come out and it had like height upon height.
Mhm.
It looked great. I think they had some other issue with it a little bit, but for the most part, it was just like the standard. And this is one
Yeah.
of those technicals where they staggered everyone so that they could judge them as they're hot because as we all know, soufflés ultimately will sink back down upon themselves because they're so light and airy in that initial rise. You have to eat them when they come right out of the oven, if at all
Yeah.
possible. Otherwise, it's just not going to be as good of an experience. And so they judged it based on this. We've seen them do this before where it's a sort of staggered start.
Mhm.
I always love it though, because everyone acts like this is not a thing that's ever happened. There's what's
Right.
going on? Where's everyone going? I don't understand. As if they haven't been already prepped how to do this.
Yeah. Well, I fucking loved the look on his face too. Like that was absolute terror. Like you could have heard a fucking pin drop in that tent at that point when they're like, "Okay, Ian, you stay. Everybody else get the fuck out."
He's like, fuck.
And yeah, if I remember correctly, I think his biggest thing was he put too much sugar on top because you weren't supposed to use all of the sugar that was
Right,
there. You were
right.
supposed to keep a remainder set aside, and yeah, that was his.
So anyway, this isn't actually
only
his. I don't have these labeled by who
Yeah,
did them.
I'm pretty sure that one was. I think that was Aaron. It was either Aaron or Toby. I'm trying to remember who put them on top because most everybody else
Right.
just had them like on the side.
Right. I think you're right. I think Aaron did put them on top. Let me see if I can move this damn thing. Come on, yo. There we go. So you can see that some of them had more of a rise. Some of them were overworked, the egg whites inside. And so it was a little bit gloopier and clumpier than
Really,
it.
everyone
airy.
but Aaron.
Yeah.
Like
No,
Aaron
that's
was
fair,
the
yeah.
only one that did, a soft peak where everybody else did a stiff peak, and that's when you essentially make scrambled eggs.
Yeah. And I mean, some of them had a stronger flavor and some of them were milder. And ultimately, it was all disappointing except for Ian's. Some of the twills were received better, some of them were thicker and less rough. But even when it looks beautiful like this, you break into it. And if it's that clumpy or runny texture, it's fucked. Like, you're not going to enjoy it.
Right. I would rather have a soupy souffle than a chunky one.
Yeah.
Like when they dug
Like
out,
that?
yeah, that one, like you could see literal just white chunks in it. It's like, oh,
man.
how did you miss mixing the eggs with the raspberry?
Yeah.
Just like, oh,
Assuming
be rough.
that's eggs and not man jam.
You know what? It could have been. It
That's why
very
it's
well could have been.
chunky. The
Yeah.
chunky monkeys. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the thing is they all look cool. I feel like this is what I would do. It would come out and it would look pretty good, but then you taste it and you're just like, ooh. Like that's,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never done it. I kind of want to. Maybe we should try.
We should discuss after
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah. Right. We keep the important conversations off
Yes.
camera.
Yeah, because fuck you guys. You don't get to hear this shit. So how was your day?
That's how we
Oh my
talk,
god, you
too.
should have heard what she was saying. Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh my gosh. All right. So anyway, we end with the showstopper, and this is supposed to be a Vacherin Glacé.
That was 100% correct. And if anybody wants to argue it, they're stupid.
Anyway, I speak American, so that's how I
Yeah.
pronounce it. I thought this is Leslie's. She is practicing for, I think it was her daughter or someone's.
Yeah, it was her. Pretty sure it was her daughter's wedding.
Yeah. But anyway, she was practicing for it. And this, for me, there's a level of decoration that goes too far with fresh fruit, where it's not incorporated into the actual dessert itself. It's just sort of cornucopiated on top. This is too much. That huge strawberry and the basil leaves sitting on the top and the grapes decorated around the base. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing?
My only issue is when it's on stem. Like if something is on a cake or anything, any sort of food, I should not have to pick something off.
Right.
If I have to pick something off,
Yeah.
you fucking failed.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll give her this much, man. She was a boss when it came to that fucking cake. She fucked it up not once, but twice, and still had something to show.
Yeah.
And
it's visually
they fucking
pretty.
decimated. Yeah, it's absolutely stunning. And I loved the fact that I couldn't tell if the fruit was frozen or frosted. Like it had like a glaze on it or whatnot, but it looked stunning.
Yeah.
And yeah, like fucking Paul was just shoving it in his face with his hands.
He was loving it.
And even Prue was like, if I got a cake or if I got a slab of that at a party, I wouldn't complain.
Yeah. And I mean, the reality is there's so much more inside of this that fired perfectly, from the custard to, I actually can't remember everything that was in it, but I remember them like making a big point about how everything was so delicious that when you finally got to the meringue and it was a little bit off, it was forgiven because everything else was so good.
Yeah.
But it was a little bit off, and it's a little bit sloppy visually. I mean, it's still beautiful, but it's a little sloppy. So I don't know. I think she could have done a better job, and I think that's proven out by, of course, the end.
And just a fucking rough experience. The reason she did it 3 fucking times was because she got the measurements backwards.
Exactly.
And I don't know if you've ever done that. I have. Little inside baseball. My wife went out of town. She was going to visit some family and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I'm a good husband. I'm going to surprise her when she comes home. I'm going to make her a fucking cheesecake cake. So it was going to be cheesecake inside a cake. It was perfect in my head.
Yeah.
I fucked up one step. One of the most crucial rookie mistakes ever, and it was because I was doing a very, very light cake. So can't think of whatever. Doesn't matter. Anyways,
food or something.
Yeah, essentially. That's what it was. Angel food cake Angel food cake cheesecake is what I was making.
Oh man.
Because Angel food cake is her favorite cake, and she's obsessed with cheesecake. So I'm like, fuck it. Maybe she'll actually look me in the eyes instead of just avoiding me at all costs.
Right.
So when you guys are making Angel food cake, you never open the fucking door because you will drop it. And I was looking, I couldn't quite see into my door, and instead of turning on the fucking light, I'm like, shit, that's kind of crooked because I haven't, leveled out my stove. And yeah, opened that door, and as soon as I opened it, it was like, ding, you fucked up. And yeah, fucking ruined it. Pulled it out, threw it across the fucking kitchen, threw a goddamn hissy fit. Cheesecake turned out great, but that part was fucked.
Wow.
But yeah, so I understand. Like, it's very easy to make one single mistake, just fuck your entire shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And we saw that sort of echoed in the whole bin gate.
Oh my God.
Bacon.
Yeah. And quite frankly, like all of that looks terrible. Like his fucking ice cream, like that looked like you could fucking take an ice pick to it and it would come out in blocks and it would just be so grainy and nasty.
So I'm torn on this because when someone says it's too chocolatey and it's not sweet enough, I'm thinking that's right in my alley. And when someone
Agreed.
says the coffee is too coffee, I'm like, bitch, that's kind of where I live. So I wanted to try this because to me it sounded great, but the judges just fucking tore it up.
Well, and unfortunately, that's just the reality. Like, we're Americans. We have a good, proper palate. They're Brits. They don't like coffee
they don't know
because
shit.
they're fucking weak or something. I don't know. Yeah, the only thing that got me, I mean, it looks like shit, but he kind of
Janice
got through it like,
talking
oh, well, it's just a beat up, trash bin. Whatever, we can excuse that. But yeah, it just looked like it was entirely too overworked. Like that ice cream looked like it was grainy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, I mean, too chocolatey, too coffee. Yeah, fuck yeah, sign me up.
Well, in like the bin itself too, I'm expecting like Oscar the Grouch to pop out of it, which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like it looks like a cool thing. My biggest complaint about it is that it's like half empty. You can see through it, and he didn't like proportionally fill it up at all. Everyone else, what they presented was full and sort of visually stunning. This is not visually stunning, and it's not even full. And he was referencing a previous contestant rather than doing his own thing because he thought it would be interesting and cool.
Yeah, I'm going to reference another contestant from Edinburgh that shit the bed.
Yeah.
And then he shit the bed.
It's just like, are you out of your fucking mind? Like, this is your chance here, and you're totally blowing it. Like, fuck. Anyway, I mean, visually, they liked it. They just didn't like the taste of it at all. So.
Yeah. I'm so fucking confused how he got black everywhere. Like, on his goddamn mouth.
Yeah.
Like, was he eating it as he was making it? Like, fucking weird kid.
Yeah. Sucking those fingers. All right, we got a mango tree.
Fuck yeah. Mango sorbet, sign me up. And this was where we got the Paul talking about his nipples. Always a good time.
Yeah, and Tom or Toby, was it Toby? Yeah, it was Toby. He
it was Toby.
Like, well, we could do that if you want.
Yeah. I will give that kid that much. Like, he is pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like, he might not be the greatest out of everybody. I mean, well, this fucking episode and is the exception, but he is quick. He is definitely quick.
Yeah, and I enjoyed him in this episode particularly because I just don't like seeing people just get beat down over and over again. And so when they do have especially at the very end, and we'll go into it a little bit more, but I really appreciated his reaction, how it all worked out and stuff. So anyway, it looked great. It sounded great to me.
Oh yeah, mango and coconut. Fuck yeah.
Like everyone seemed to be enjoying it and everything. So, good for him. Good job.
Yeah. Well, and it was great too because the whole reason he did it, he's like, yeah, I'm fucking lactose intolerant, so I'm going to do something that I would be able to eat.
Exactly.
And it's like, that's smart.
And I love that too because he's not just playing to the crowd. He's actually doing something that's a little meaningful to himself. And then he does well at it and is recognized for it. That's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is awesome, I think.
This is a fucking cake that you would find in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
100%.
Like the second they cracked open that top with a fucking spoon and was eating it like that, I was like, that's right before they get in the chocolate river.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Visually, it's beautiful. It tasted wonderful. This is Tom again for the second episode coming back after having done poorly.
Yeah,
like,
this is the reason he didn't go home.
Yeah, which is good because he's a really good baker, but it's sad to see someone who is so good going so poorly in a direction. But, these showstoppers are what you're supposed to be pulling everything out it's supposed to be a showstopper, and visually it is. It tasted great, and when they cut through it, it looked great.
Yeah.
And like I love banana, and I feel like this could have been too banana-y, but
Well,
I
I
loved
loved
it.
at the beginning, like when they're interviewing him about it. He's like, "Oh yeah, I've done this a couple of times, and there's like no flavor." I was like, "Oh, well, that's great." So they're probably going to
Glad
get
you're
a very bland ice cream and bland cake with some bland
right.
meringue,
Yeah.
and then just to find out that banana flavor came through so prominently, and especially because it's not banana extract or fucking flavoring or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like he's using actual over-ripened bananas,
Yeah.
and it is a difficult thing to do. So kudos to him.
Oh yeah. Jana, I'm actually cosplaying as him right now. That's why I'm wearing this shirt.
Damn it! The one time I don't have the fucking YouTube chat up for the show.
Yeah,
Whatever.
she's
I'm
in
just
here
gonna
talking
naturally.
shit about you, by the way.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much. Yeah, it's probably for the better that I don't have the chat up because I'd just be crying.
I really liked this. I didn't like how he painted it.
Yeah, he should have just not done anything to the face.
Like his shaky ass. He didn't fix the nose at all. You could have just done one little dot and it would have fixed the nose. Like, but when Paul said this was ethereal, I was just like, God damn, that's perfect. That is
Right.
just beautiful. And you get rid of that black on it, and it looks amazing. I probably would have tried to fill in those gaps a little bit with white chocolate like everyone else was doing, just so it wasn't so obvious. But I thought it looked beautiful. And if memory serves, they seemed to enjoy it, didn't they?
Yeah, they really liked it.
Do you know anything about a kitsune?
Just from what I know about
Amazing.
Sonic the Hedgehog and Pokemon.
Is that what Sonic is? Is a kitsune? Not a...
No, but Tails is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know fuck all about it.
And Ninetales, the evolved version of whatever the not evolved version of Ninetales is. Because I'm a Pokemaster, so I know these things.
Yeah. I'm a Pokemaster. Is that like a thing?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's legit. That's my career path now.
My wife calls me Pokemaster. Yeah. So anyway, I thought it looked beautiful, and the judges liked it. So this is
other than the face and the tail breaking, which I mean, that's the reality of fucking Meringue. It is so delicate. Like it was beautiful. It was even.
Just drying.
It was
it
level.
Breaks. Like for fuck's sake.
Yeah. I mean, that's the reality
or
of it.
cooling, I should say. Just brutal.
This.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God. As soon as she had that first snap, my heart just fell out of my ass. Because it's like, this is not going to work at all. And then it didn't. But then it kind of did.
She fucking pulled it off, though, even with the crack and everything.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, when she's putting this together, in my head, I'm like, why are you having it droop over the edge? That doesn't make any sense at all. And then, of course, if she didn't have it drooping over the edge, it probably wouldn't have cracked that way. But it does look more like a clamshell when it's arced a little bit. So I just wish she would have had like some sort of like Tupperware or something that she could have had it over that would have helped it a little bit more than just like flat and then dip. But in any case, she is just on fire all the time lately. And this sort of like second act of this whole series, of this season, I should say, she's just been doing so fucking well that I don't think she could do anything and like fuck it up. Like she could shit inside of this same dessert. Paul Hollywood would eat it and still give her a handshake.
Probably. Yeah, I thought for sure there was gonna be a handshake in the no, because it was just the signatures that we got the handshakes because we got the two. Yeah, I thought for sure there was gonna be at least one or two with the showstoppers. And especially with hers, because like other than the crack, like the layers of the ice cream were perfect. Everything matched up evenly, and like they were saying, the flavors were so distinct that even though eating them together, like they didn't mix up, like you could still tell all of them apart.
Yeah,
it's just fucking absolutely beautiful. Not a fan of white chocolate, but I still probably would have decimated this.
Yeah, and really it was just used as a strengthening agent.
Yeah, which I would have never thought of in a million years, and that's fucking good on her.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, everyone was doing it, so who knows if she even thought of it until someone else started doing it. But in any case, it paid off for her because they loved it, and it looked pretty good. Uh, Chris is saying the reason he picked Aaron to win initially was his poise and confidence. He feels like those traits are gone now. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I agree entirely with that because he does seem very put together and confident when he's putting it together. It's just that it's not received as well as he wants it to be received.
Yeah. I can kind of see what Chris is saying, but yeah, he's still very much there. He's very much Aaron.
Yeah.
Like you get a couple of moments where he does seem sort of reserved or a little bit more nervous than he has in the past, but yeah, I haven't noticed too much of a difference in his personality.
Yeah. Aaron's hands were shaking during the showstopper, which was eye-opening. Yeah, I mean, but
Yeah.
like, what are you gonna do? You're doing your finishing touches. Everyone is
Yeah.
usually like freaking out at the end anyway.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but
100%.
you do have a point. Jasmine is definitely going to win. Interesting. Seems like she could.
Still don't know because the thing is, we get that every fucking year, and
Yeah.
I mean, next week's semifinals or the quarterfinals or whatever, right?
Yeah.
How many we got left? Yeah.
Quarter, I
So
think.
yeah. So this is the time in the season or in the show where we usually see the people that have been just spearheading the whole fucking season just drop. So I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, that was all of the bakes. And again, they did a really good job generally. In technical, Ian came in first. Everyone else sort of shit the bed and fell in line after that. The signature, some people did a little bit better than others, but everyone kind of did okay. In the showstopper, I mean, people were really pulling out all the stops. And so what you're really looking at, and I think, is how have people been performing not just in these, but historically over the past couple weeks. And that's why I thought Tom was in a lot of trouble. But that's why Leslie is really, fucked. Because not only did she perform poorly this week in general, she didn't do very good at all in the previous weeks either. So she has a history of just being at the bottom. And that's all you need as far as justification to get her ass out. And
I honestly think if Tom hadn't like completely blown everybody out of the water with his showstopper, it would have been Tom.
Yeah, I agree. Because that wedding cake did, it was good. Like, I mean, that could have been the saving grace if Tom underperformed. But luckily for Tom, he didn't. And unfortunately for Leslie, she did.
Yeah.
So as much as I love her as a human being, and my wife and I are just sitting here when she's like giggling and talking, and she's always full of joy, and even when she's down and out, she's sort of trying to pick it back up and do her level best. I think she's a great human being. She's a good baker, not a great baker. You have to be a great baker at this stage. So she got eliminated, unfortunately. And I mean, I shouldn't have thought it would be a surprise, but I thought Jasmine was going to get Star Baker again.
Same. I really, really thought it was going to happen. I think the only reason it didn't is one, he did better in the technical, and two, she's already got fucking 3 under her belt.
Yeah.
So I think they kind of just threw it to Toby.
I mean, he did do a really great job with that apple lattice. He did a good job with the mango tree. He came in third on the technical, but that doesn't really matter because everyone shit the bed. So third of shit is still shit. But I guess it was enough. I do feel like, Paul had mentioned he's been working toward it. So maybe they're looking at his consistency and quality is getting better and better. And then this particular week was just enough.
Yeah.
But another side of it is very much like, well, they don't want to just give Jasmine every win. So they're like,
because that's kind of where it's going.
It seemed like this was a Hail Mary for Toby, less than, well, we just can't let Jasmine sweep the whole fucking game, so let's give it to someone else, But I think she easily could have been Star Baker too. But my point of Toby winning was that he was so emotional on the phone that it was like overwhelming emotionally for him that he couldn't even talk to his wife and clearly communicate with her because you could just see the waves hitting him. And I love that part of this. I mean, that's part of the reason why I love watching this is seeing the reactions after the sort of judgments between each of the 3 phases, but also seeing how eliminated people take it, and everyone seems to take it, as good as they possibly can. No one's like shouting and shaking their fists and running away.
Yeah.
But when they win and they're like humbled and they really genuinely appreciate it and it emotionally affects them, like that's how I would be. If I ever got like a star baker on this thing, I would totally be crying and just like,
Oh
I
yeah,
can't believe it.
I would probably just drop. Like I would just pass out. I'd get the papers. Oh, yeah. It's such a weird culture shock. Like that's part of the reason I love this show. Is it's so not how things would be here.
Yeah.
Like people helping each other, not being complete assholes.
Yep.
Yeah, I fucking love the
Yeah.
show.
It's great. I'm glad that we do these things. Chris, however, gave us a nice little super chat here, it looks like. He'd like the donut story that Jana asked for. I'm trying to find the reference to that. I'm not talking shit at all. Ask him how he used to get donuts. Do you know what she's talking about?
I have no fucking clue what she's talking about. Like the only thing
Looks
I
like
can
how
think of
Cameron
is,
used to get his food, like garbage out of the garbage.
oh yeah, shit. They're used to. I thought she was talking about the kid I used to hang out with that delivered. Yeah, she was cool as fuck. I wonder what's. I hope her life's going well. She was cool as shit. Yeah. So there was this donut place over by I don't want to say a friend's house because dude was a piece of shit and I fucking hated him, but he was old enough to buy beer and cigarettes, so
Hell
I
yeah.
hung out with him. But yeah, there was a Tasties next to his trailer park, and fucking they just throw out entire trash bags full of donuts because they wouldn't sell day old donuts there. So end of the night, they fucking close up. As soon as they fuck off, we'd hop their fence, grab like a garbage bag or two of donuts, and just go to fucking town.
That was literally an episode of Reservation Dogs.
I mean, that's just the reality of being fucking poor and hungry. I mean, God, I used to do that shit behind Tasties. I used to do that shit behind Hostess. Like there'd been times where we fucking dived for almost an entire barbecue, like
Holy
behind
shit.
just places like Kmart, fucking McDonald's, Little Caesars, Hostess, where we literally just everything that we had minus like the drugs and booze, it was all shit that we stole out of garbage cans, and we ate like
Wow.
kings. It was good times.
God damn. Gotta love that first world living, man. Because if we were in like fucking Africa, I don't think you'd be able to dumpster dive. There's nothing to
Yeah,
fucking dive for. But here,
pretty much.
sweet hell, get some
Well, and
delicious
that's
donuts.
that's part of the frustrating thing too, man. It's like so much shit goes to waste in this fucking country for no other reason than people are picky cunts, and God forbid we feed other
Yeah.
people. Like there is more than enough food to feed every single person in this fucking country to fatness, and there's still people that starve. It's so fucking frustrating. Which is
It's
ironic because I don't
wild.
give a fuck about the human race, but I
Yeah.
hate wasting shit.
Right, especially when it comes down to just the aesthetics of food. Like the reason why produce looks the way it does in grocery stores is because we like look down our nose at like a bruise or an imperfection. It's not like waxed over and looking all perfect and shiny and wet. Then we like pass by as if it's like the plague or something.
Yeah.
But we waste so much fruit and veg, like the actual food that could sustain us, simply
Mhm.
because we don't, it has like a brown leaf.
Yeah. God forbid.
Nothing wrong with it. If you got it out of your garden, you would be holding it as if it was, delivered from whomever your God is.
Yeah,
And yet,
absolutely.
because we're buying it from a store, we're just like, ugh.
Well, the shit that I find ironic too is the shit that, decade or two ago you would never see, like outside of in somebody's garden because it wasn't the cultural norm. Like now you slap organic on the label and people are going to pay triple for the exact same fucking thing. Like
Mhm.
carrots. Carrots blow my fucking mind when people are like, "Wait, this isn't an orange carrot. What the fuck is this?" That's how they come. They come in different colors. And guess what? So do tomatoes. A lot of fucking things come in different colors.
Yeah.
It's just we are taught to believe that this is the only proper color. This is the one that's going to be full of vitamins, nutrients, and all the shit we need. When in reality, nope, that's just the color they fucking chose, and that's what they feed us now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. People too.
Yeah,
In all
yeah, you
sorts
can
of colors.
all people, it tastes the same.
Every human tastes the same.
Well, I don't know. I feel like white people are a little underseasoned because of just like, you live off just mayo and
Yeah.
Kraft singles like that. There's no food, no seasoning in that.
That tracks. Let's see. It's not about wanting valuable resources to go to waste. Like the time Cameron threw away your black bell pepper. What a turd.
Ugh,
She
so
is
fucking
just
pissed.
dropping
No,
dimes.
that was so I'm a fucking idiot. Gasp, shock, and awe, people. I'm a fucking idiot. We were growing bell peppers, and I was so fucking excited because I found black bell peppers, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, this is the greatest thing ever! I want nothing but black vegetables and fruit." Fast forward to
Because
the end
he's
of the
evil.
season. Yeah, because I'm evil. That's it. Yeah. Fast forward to the end of the season, and there's one bell pepper that's probably about like this big, just big enough that it would have been a good snack, and I could
Yeah.
harvest the seeds and
Yeah.
continue that down the line. And black bell peppers, just so you know, they start off green, and then as they mature, they get their color, just like every other fruit and vegetable that is a non-traditional color. I was pissed. I'm like, God damn it, how did it go bad? This is bullshit. Fucking pulled it up, threw it away, threw a fucking fit, and then told Jana about it later on in the night. She's like, that was a black bell pepper, you fucking idiot. And I was like, yeah. So just a little gardening tip for all you people out there. If you're growing something that you aren't going to remember you're growing, write down what the fuck you're growing and where the fuck you're growing it.
Yeah. Something we always talk about and never end up doing.
Every goddamn time. We start it. Every year we start it. We'll write down shit on like popsicle sticks.
Yep.
And of course, those popsicle sticks aren't going to keep a Sharpie, and a bird's going to fucking steal it. The reasonable thing would be to take a picture of your garden bed after you plant and label each individual section in the picture. But that would just make sense.
Yeah.
That's why I will only have Cherokee black corn next year versus Navajo blue, because I'm a fucking idiot and I forgot to label shit.
All right. Good stories.
Yeah, all valuable information you guys desperately wanted to know while we discuss this beautiful, wonderful show.
Hey, we get to split $2 for that. So actually, you know what? That $2 is all yours. You earned that $2. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Did you have a favorite bake this episode?
Fuck. All right. So it's kind of a toss up between Toby's mini meringue pies. Like, those were fucking beautiful. I would decimate all of them. His mango tree, and then Tom's family forage. Like, I don't want to like rag on Jasmine, because I mean, she's just perfect at everything she does pretty much. So whatever. We understand she does great. Everything's great. But specifically, those were like the 3 highlights this week for me.
Yeah. I would, mine's the exact same. The raspberry passion fruit meringues from Jasmine, the apple lattice meringues. I'm an apple pie fanatic, so that is just like, that's my wheelhouse. I would still eat that garbage can chocolate and coffee thing, even if it was too bitter or too strong, because that's just how I am. But that mushroom thing that Tom put together, man, that looked fucking cool. Like, I would love to eat the shit out of that. So
yeah,
I'm starting to wonder. Jasmine, I wonder if everything is sweet and great, or if like maybe inside herself she's just like sour and foul. Like,
you know what?
Do you think her pussy is good, or do you think it's just like, you're good at bacon, but your pussy's nasty?
But
that's where I'm going.
I should have guessed that's where that was going. I'll have to get back to you on that one. I hadn't quite considered that question, and I probably should have.
You definitely should have.
Yeah, it's like I don't even fucking know you or something. I could see it. I could see it being like passion fruit, where it's delicate. It's there, right. It's there, but you can't quite put your finger on it until somebody says something. Like, unless it's after an entire day in the tent, then it's probably probably not so
It's just a messy meringue.
sweet and delicate.
You just gotta like move a lot of white crust away.
Yep, that's
Well, on
I
that
believe it.
note,
On that note,
I think, and I don't know, did you have a least favorite? Did you want to go over that?
no, actually, I mean, really, other than souffles, because fuck that, and good on all of them for even fucking attempting it. Like, really, probably the weakest thing was Leslie's wedding cake, and even then, like flavor wise, like the only thing that was off was the meringue wasn't all the way baked, but everything else was perfect. So it's like there wasn't really a loser this week, flavor wise, I guess.
Yeah, for me, I would just say Leslie's underbaked pastry crust, and it wasn't even a pastry crust challenge. So that, I mean, that's just everything else was, pretty okay. I'm not sure I would have eaten all those souffles, but they're fucking souffles. Like even chefs have trouble with them. So what are you gonna do? Right.
Like you can't even talk loud around them, otherwise they'll fall. So fuck souffles.
Those emotional fuckers, emotional cripples. Those souffles. All right. Well, anything else you wanted to cover with this?
Think we got it.
All right. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. As always, like it or not, evil spelled backwards is live. So get out there and be evil.
And fuck souffles.
Yeah. Actually, I mean, it's probably too molten hot to actually fuck it. But if you
I don't know, man. Yeah, if give it a couple of minutes where it starts to drop a little bit, and especially if they did